Okay.
Exactly. Let yourself out.
Alright, today I want to talk about the oceans, and I want to talk about actually pollution and what we're doing to the ocean. So every year, pesticides, fertilizers, chemicals, mercury, plastics, trash, all this winds up into the ocean. And out of those pesticides, fertilizers, the mercury, the chemicals, the oils, all that gets absorbed by the plankton in the ocean. And those plankton get eaten by fish, which get eaten by bigger fish and bigger fish until they wind up on your plate. So now you have on your plate fish that are contaminated with chemicals. And those chemicals have been linked to kidney damage, to heart disease, to Parkinson's, cancers, Alzheimer's. Nobody wants that. But that's what we're doing. We're doing it to ourselves because we're using these chemicals and fertilizers, and they're getting washed away, and that contaminated water is then leaking in and finding its way into rivers, into other stuff, till it makes its way to the ocean. Now, the plastics and the trash, those are making their way into the ocean because either we're not recycling, or because we do recycle, sometimes some stuff in the middle being transported from one location to another makes its way out and it winds up into the ocean. So you can be living in the middle of the country and your trash is still making its way to the ocean. Every year, 8 million tons of plastic enters the ocean. That's 16 billion pounds of plastic. That's over 560 billion plastic water bottles a year worth of plastic. You can see this plastic in the form of what is known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Now all the trash and the plastics make their way from around the world through the currents of the oceans out to the Pacific Ocean, and they accumulate into these patches. And these patches are so big that they're actually twice the size of the state of Texas. And you can actually see it in fucking space. That is fucking huge. So, and if you actually take that, all that plastic and trash, it actually weighs 1.3 times the weight of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Like I said, that's fucking huge. So, unless things change, by 2025, there'll be 1 ton of plastic for every 3 tons of fish in the ocean. Unless we do something about that. And what we can do is we can stop using so much plastic. Instead of drinking out of these plastic water bottles, you can use rewashable, reusable water bottles. Fill them up. You can use just plastic bags. Less trash. Consume less more products. If we did that, if we actually did that, we can make a difference. Actually stop polluting the oceans and killing off so much wildlife. And actually, another thing we're doing by using so many chemicals and produce gases and whatnot, climate change. And climate change is having a huge effect on the oceans, from acidification to actually destroying plant life, from the coral reefs to all the other stuff. And actually 70% of the oxygen that we breathe is actually produced by marine plants. So if you don't think that the oceans are important, maybe you should think again.